Let's open the meeting of the Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission this Thursday, October 10, 2024 at 7:00 p.m. Garrett, can you read the public notice?
Town of Farmington, Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission. Notice is hereby given that the Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission will hold a hybrid in-person and online public hearing on Thursday, October 10th, 2024 at 7:00 p.m. in the Town Hall Council Chambers on the following application. Jack Kemper, application for certificate of appropriateness to construct a two-story addition to the south side of house located at 132 Lovely Street, Unionville. Interested parties are encouraged to participate in this hybrid public hearing. Participation is in person at 1 Monteith Drive, Town Hall, Town Council Chambers, or online participation is via the link to the meeting on the Town of Farmington's website as presented. A copy of this proposal is on file in the Planning Department at Town Hall, Farmington, Connecticut, and may also be accessed on Farmington's official website as presented. Dated at Farmington, Connecticut, September 19th, 2024, Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission, Lisa Johnson, Chair.
Great. Thank you, Garrett. And so we have Jack Kemper with us to walk us through his COA application and the project for which he's seeking approval. Take it away, Jack.
Terrific. Thank you, Lisa. Garrett, the second set, because I made a couple changes from the first set to the second set, which I will go over. But basically, if you want to go down and start with the site, site. Yeah. I just tried to clean up the site plan. It's the same as the other one, but it was kind of had a lot of survey marks and stuff on it. So what we're proposing is to build a two-story addition on the south side of the house. I had just a little history. I had started with it not much, but a little wider, and it was pointed out to me that I had the setbacks on the wrong side. So back for about 6 months trying to, not constantly, but thinking, oh, I don't know if that's big enough to do the addition. And when I started looking at the elevation, I think the elevation got improved. I'm very much concerned that it's set back, that it be one with the house still flow, and that it match the house. Nice feature of our house is that although it's old, there is pretty much no material on that house that isn't available today at Sanford and Hawley. So there's not any precious moldings or curved trim or anything. So, my feeling is that we can recreate the house as long as we match the details, which we can. We've gone out and measured them, match the windows, the size and the panes of them, match the siding. The roof will be the same, but I did want to have that setback because I didn't want it to just go on to have that setback, which I think, and that's where I did change the dimensions. I push it back from, I was originally struggling for every square foot inside. I had it 1'6", and I decided it really should be 2, so we're just going to pull it back 6 inches. One of the big features of the house is that it's pretty far out of the ground, and it's got a stone foundation, a brownstone foundation, and our intention is to do a brownstone veneer on the foundation. So what you see as foundation will be matching what is there, at least on the front and the side until I hit the bumped out window on the back. If you want to go to the floor plan. Yeah. So yeah, you could blow it up to see the size of it. Designed, I have inherited a bunch of architecture books, and I also own a bunch of architecture books in our office. So it's designed to fit bookcases. So I would like to do that. Those are the same IKEA bookcases. I know that's not historic, but it's to be aside. But in my office, a couple of thoughts with this whole project. The bigger thoughts are this gives us an extra room that we could use as a first floor bedroom, if it ever comes to that. Our bathroom is certainly, it's not a full bath right now, but it's certainly big enough to be a full bath.
Mhm.
So part of that, thought process is in here in terms of giving us a little extra flexibility. We're looking to do as little to the interior as possible. We're replacing the south window in the living room, and I'm looking to do a pair of 1'4" French doors, very, very small French doors, so they're not in the way. How I'm gaining the extra space, see that every piece of furniture is measured. Luckily, it's right there, and I can measure it while I'm drawing.
Occupational hazard.
Yes, it is. So what I've done to gain extra space is to build this box-out window on the back, and that sort of gives room for a little extra for the furniture that we want to fit in it. It gives, I think, a little dimension to the back. The back has kind of a different character than the front with the previous addition, so I think it works with that. If you want to look at the second floor, this is another change through negotiations in-house negotiations. We have decided not to change the bedroom layout, which we were going to do. And so we're just putting an extra room up there. We're not sure what's going to go in it, but the addition looks stupid as one story.
Mhm.
So that's doing that. We will have the ability at some point to finesse another bedroom out of it if we decide to do it. Otherwise, it will just be an extra sitting room closet area.
Yeah.
Upstairs, I actually have enough books to fill that one too, so in which case, really, the whole idea of the second floor was just so the house looked balanced. If you want to go to the back elevation, I know the back is not your purview probably, but looking to, on that box-out window match, we have a red metal roof on the front porch and on the bay window, or on the window in the stairway. You see in the middle, we're looking to match that.
Yeah.
And all the sides, all the trim, the roof shingles, everything will be matched to what is there.
Good.
That's my story. Sticking to it. And I'm certainly happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, let's
Is
see.
there asphalt shingles?
Yes. Yeah, the roof is not that old. The roof is about 7 years old, or whenever we did the other edition, maybe 2018, 2016.
You took the metal off the eaves, right?
I don't remember if there was metal in these.
Is that a drip edge or ice course across the eaves of the roof line?
It's gutter.
Or is that a gutter? I'm sorry, never mind.
It's a gutter, yeah.
Perspective, the angle, I thought it was
Yeah.
something on the roof itself. It's a gutter.
Yeah, the eaves are pretty, they're just the top of the eave, are just, sloped enough to drain. I don't like roof shingles in those little triangles, so we're gonna match that. We're gonna have to, it's the other change I made is I forgot to put the vent, but we don't have ridge vents or soffit vents, so we're gonna have to move that vent is gonna go to the new building.
Mhm.
Land peak, just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Will the foundation be the same as the other side of the house? Can't see it under the porch, but I mean on the other side.
Yeah, we're looking to put a brownstone veneer on it. If you can close up, that's.
It'll be similar to that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I've been promised that it can be matched, so.
Good.
I think that's a great,
Yeah.
a modern alternative, cost saving and being more weatherproof and
Oh, yeah.
sound. I think it's a great approach.
Yeah, we don't want to repeat the stone basement, pretty much, because it's not all that.
Is it actual brownstone or is it a composite to look like brownstone?
The actual is brownstone.
I mean, the veneer, is the veneer gonna be,
Right now, we're looking at actual brownstone, yeah. Yeah, what's nice about the veneers, they can cut, we did it,
Yeah.
up at, the it's No Rights Now and the old Hot Brook Restaurant. They did a lot of stone veneer, and they were able to find the
So
brown
now I'll
stone.
know when I go there next time that that's just veneer.
Part of it.
It's beautiful.
Don't look at the menu, just go wherever.
Right, right.
That is a beautiful building.
Yeah. And does it hold up as well as the stone? I
Oh, yeah,
mean,
it's on concrete.
Oh, okay.
It's right, it's mortared right to the foundation. The foundation will be poured in a little bit to accept it, so it'll be the same. We're looking for the same relationship between the foundation and the siding. So it'll be a little bit of a step out, just like,
And the mice will have a harder time getting through. Yeah.
The kids, they do. Will there be a full basement under there?
that is gonna be crawl space. There's not a full basement under the present living room.
Oh,
The only basement is under the very, very original part, which is the gable facing the street. That is the only portion that has a full basement. The rest is a crawl space. We've improved it. We put, concrete down and stuff, so it's not dirt anymore. It's not a full basement.
It was a mud room. It was, yeah.
The
Herb,
mudroom was a mudroom.
well, no, an herb place to store, yeah.
Yeah, like a root cellar.
Potatoes,
root
yeah,
cellar, yeah.
yeah.
And the shutters, we're looking to reuse several of the shutters. So, the windows will be pretty much, we haven't decided an exact brand yet, and we can submit all that stuff to you, but we used Lincoln windows, simulate divided light on the addition. One of the driving forces between this is it would be nice to have more windows that opened in the house and had screens that weren't the crummy sliding screens that let bugs in. So that is part of the driving. So I think we're going to have the windows that are pretty much standard size, 8 by 5 foot. Same header height. So in fact, some of those windows are new in the house right now.
On the facade?
Yeah.
I was surprised you, weren't proposing to put more windows on that south side of the sitting room on the second floor. It'd be pretty nice sun,
Yeah, it would be.
exposure up there. But then again, you're looking across at your cupola, Jenkins House neighbor at 126. You might be
Yeah.
a little too close to,
We get along with them pretty well, so it probably wouldn't be the end of the world. But I also think the elevation, if we look at the side elevation, it's going to be the same as that.
narrow, and even narrower.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
with the bump to the back, you're actually gaining 6 inches.
But the bump to the back is only one floor.
Oh, okay.
If you look at the side
The
elevation,
same window.
it's
Yeah.
the same window.
Single, 6/6, double
Yeah, so
hung.
that's that bump, that's a couple feet away from the back.
And the symmetry is good with, one window over one window, and you can see that from the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I like the bump, 'cause it gives it a nice, depth,
Well, it relates
aesthetic
to
to the addition.
To the addition.
Yeah.
And it may be faster and more economical to add like that instead of continuing the roof line.
Yeah, although we are continuing on the roof line in the back, I was a little concerned about, but I think we'll live within the back just because of the age shingles, that there'll be a little bit, but I think it can be woven in the back.
Mm.
That setback, you're right, that was part of the thought process. Well, that's
Mm.
To the left.
a little easier to roof and it,
Right, right, beautiful.
Mm.
The siding will be what? Wood siding?
Red cedar?
I'm not sure.
White, red or white?
Sure, but it's gonna be painted, so whatever we have there now, we'll just match. The addition is vertical cedar, red cedar. And, but we're keeping this to match the house.
Are the shutters gonna be wood?
They're gonna be the shutters we already have.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're
Recycling
just
them and.
moving the window and shutter.
Excellent.
Can't promise that we'll move the window, because I really do want to.
Oh, yeah. We got
That would be
limbs.
nice, as long as it looks the same, but yes, the shutters will be the same. I'll have to get two more, but we'll just have them made to match.
We got Lincoln windows, and we were very happy to get them.
We were on our addition Lincoln windows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nice.
Any more questions?
I just have one question, and that is, did you say you were going to replace the south window? Yeah, the south window in the living room? No, that can't be right.
Well,
What you mean is that you're gonna replace it with this addition? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it, okay,
On the entry to the addition.
got it, okay, got it, all right. I don't have any other questions. Anybody else have any questions? No? Are we ready to, vote, commissioners? Yeah, okay. So all in favor of, Jack Kemper's, COA application for 132 Lovely Street, the proposed two-story, 306 square foot addition to the south side of the house. Please indicate by saying aye.
Lisa, hold on.
Hold one second.
Wait.
Someone needs to make a motion in a second, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Second
go
the
ahead.
motion?
Who wants to make the motion?
Oh, I'll make a motion. So move.
Okay.
Steve?
I second the motion.
Thank you. Any other questions, additions, or comments? Hearing none, may I hear an indication of aye if you approve? Aye.
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 Any nays? Any abstentions? None for both of those. All right, Jack Kemper, you have an approved certificate of appropriateness.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Thank you.
One
thank you.
question that's not related to approval or appropriateness. Have you ever talked to any of your neighbors about joining the district?
I have.
I know you hosted an open house, and that was before my time.
Yeah.
It has some interest. Bill's sort of a New England curmudgeon that will record it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Never mind. But he doesn't like it. I know the people on the other side, Gary and Karen. I think they talked to his insurance agent, and their insurance premiums were gonna go way up or whatever. And so that's, because Karen was all.
Really?
Wow.
So
We-
they,
Oh, this
Yeah.
is replacement.
We
Right,
actually
right.
had them written into the last
yeah.
class
They-
of
they-
new buildings, and at the last minute Karen called, but you know, that's,
Yeah, I haven't talked to, the people across the street. And I think both of those houses, the yellow house, I don't know, it's a new people there. I don't know
Right.
if it's a new owner.
Yeah.
New owner, and, and then, Michael and Kristen across the street, I should ask.
yeah. I think they've been there for 3 years now.
Oh, wait, that's Oliver Two House, 135. That's across the street.
Oh, that's the new couple, and I think they have a brand new baby too.
Yeah,
Bill, is that 127 Lovely in the?
126.
126.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Bill and Denise live there. He likes the idea.
I know that, they were interested, but to be quite honest, I spent 10 months just trying to get them to return a phone call, and they didn't, so I decided that meant they weren't really that interested. However, they never said no.
No.
So, let's just do it again.
Your open house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't know, I haven't really talked to people farther down the street. I know there's some new people on my side closer to Route 4. But I haven't met any of those people actually.
yes.
But there are a couple of nice houses, the people with all the Halloween decorations. They've done a wonder with that place.
They sure
They're
do.
having a big party, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sign's up.
They are?
Yeah.
We all invited?
A big party Saturday
You
night.
want to?
I think there's a theme. That's 176 Lovely. What was the theme?
Oh, that's Deming's.
Peter Pan.
Oh,
the demo.
yes, yeah, yeah.
Peter Pan, and that's the theme, so
Hmm.
pick a
I
character.
can be Wendy.
Then you don't need an invite if you show up prepared.
They have a lot of parties. They're very nice people.
Yeah, they're great people. Yeah, that's great.
All right, Ken.
Excellent.
Good questions. Any other questions for Jack? Okay.
I think so.
Jack, you're welcome to stay for the rest of our meeting, or you are welcome to depart, whatever you would like to do. We won't take it personally if you go.
How long is it gonna be?
Oh, I don't
Do we have
know.
an open house when the addition's done and?
Oh, I was gonna ask, yes, when's the,
Recruitment,
when is the cocktail party?
we'll provide the, smorgasbord.
Yeah, I'm on the Parade of Homes, I'm, on the board of directors of the Home Builders, so in Parade of Homes, every year, we've done it twice, I think it kind of wore out its welcome the last time, where people come, you know, when something's new about it. So, we'll see if this is new enough, but anything you guys wanna do with it, we're fine with, so.
Well, thank you, Jack.
We have a car show, every July with our car club, people, cars in ours and the next door neighbor's backyard, and we get a lot of cars.
Old cars, old houses.
Yeah. Cars, so,
That'd be a good recruitment, platform.
yeah. Oh, we love the place.
You've done a great job.
Glad to have you on Lovely Street. Very glad.
Great job.
I was in Unionville in 182, Main Street, the Brownstone House. I was there for quite a long time.
Right.
And that clock went off, and I had to sell it. I don't know why, but I moved to Avon for a few years, but I was very happy to come back to Unionville. So,
That's great. Good.
I love Unionville.
We're glad to have you among us, definitely. Well, commissioners, let's review and approve the September 5th meeting minutes. I know you all received them. Garrett set them out in plenty of time. Did you all have a chance to read them? Yeah. Thank you. Can I have can someone make a motion to approve the minutes, please?
I make a motion to approve.
Second,
Thank you.
Wow.
Any corrections, additions, or changes to the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any nays? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the minutes are approved. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Our next thing on our agenda is our 2025 meeting schedule. Wow. Okay.
All right, so generally, every meeting is the first, Thursday, except for May because of the budget, July because of the 4th of July, and, October, we need to
2nd?
decide whether you
Yes.
want to move it to the 9th or not.
Yeah, it's Yom
Yom
Kippur.
Kippur.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I just
What
looked
about
it up.
January? That's also the last day of Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. I
No,
don't think
that's right,
that's a
that's right.
problem.
Okay.
yeah, if you want to move the first meeting in January to the 9th,
Yes,
that
please.
looks
Thank
like
you.
it's fine. If there's any issues, I'll let everyone know.
Okay,
Okay.
Sounds like, and then, the October 2nd meeting will move to the 9th as well.
right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. All right.
All right, so we just need a motion and a second to approve with those modifications.
Yeah. Can I have a motion, please, to approve?
Okay, I so move.
Thank you. A second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion or changes? Okay,
Looks good.
great. Hearing none, please say aye if you approve of this schedule. Aye.
Aye.
Any nays or abstentions? Okay, hearing none, we have an approved schedule. Thank you, Garrett. It's great.
Good.
All right. All right, our other business is to review our September 28, 29 Main Street Walking Tour. And I first want to say that we did a terrific job. I thought it was a wonderful 2 days. And I thank each and every one of you for the parts you took in it. And the members who aren't on here this evening, they also contributed. Amy was there as well. But I'd love to hear pros and cons, what you'd like to change for the next time we do this, because this is a winning formula for this commission to educate and get the word out. So what would you like to change? Let's start with that.
I would,
Oh, I was just, what I was going to mention, I wasn't there on Sunday, so I don't know what the result was, but I think if it's possible to do something in conjunction with another entity like the museum, I think just makes the most sense to get an rated and free advertising.
Yes, yes.
That's what I was going to say, yeah, if we can, I don't know how early they set up their events. I know this year was very difficult. They had a lot of very special things going on. But I do think setting it up with them makes so much sense. Because one, they have so much information about the different areas. And I know that Anne still wants to do something with Clover Penny Park with us. Is I think an interesting idea.
and Raymond, researcher at the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ann Vibert, yeah.
Not Ann
Well,
Weaver,
Raymond.
Ann-
No, oh, Raymond, I'm sorry, Ann Raymond, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Vibert may be retiring.
That's right, that's right.
He may be withdrawing.
That's correct, yes, I'm sorry, I apologize for that.
Yeah.
There's
No.
two ants.
Anybody
Celebrate
have any
our-
other things you'd like to tweak, work on, change from this year?
Lisa, can I just make one other comment? When we were just talking about getting on their schedule and I don't know how things are normally handled, but could we just set up a meeting to talk with, isn't Pat running the museum now or someone, and just to get an idea what their planning is, and I think now would be the right time to think about their schedule for next year and just see if there's opportunity or ways we can fold in.
Do you know any
That's a
more
good
about
idea.
that? Steve.
I thought Pat, Steve, you, yeah. I just knew Patty I thought Pat had taken over, that's all.
No, yeah, she is. She's president, but.
Oh, I thought Pat Labouziere had taken over, her son.
Oh, that's
he's the-
Tim.
Oh, that's
Tim.
Sorry,
Tim.
Pat is the
Yeah.
auto body
Oh, but-
specialist in town.
but-
Tim, the younger
Or
brother,
someone, it wasn't
is
Patty.
vice president.
But,
Yeah.
like, someone else sent the letter out
Yeah.
from the museum, that's the only reason
Yeah.
I noticed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I'm not trying to start any rumors, I know we're recorded.
Don't start any rumors.
no, I have got
I
a
didn't
few.
know there was another son.
I have a few comments too, and I totally agree about trying to collaborate, with other entities in town. I wish we had set up at the church, okay? That's number one, because of the noise in front of the Masonic building and the small amount of space. And I think we can incorporate like a pre-tour, like really embellish or promote the recruiting aspect to it and have some visuals like the wonderful maps that Garrett and Matt provided, the aerial photographs of the evolution of that neighborhood. So more interactive stuff and sort of to begin the tour there and
Yes.
to kind of
Yes.
explain what we're about. And
Yeah.
then another idea might be not just letters to the neighbors and the residents in the neighborhood, but actually knock on doors. Like literally target and knock on the doors of the homes of the people that we would like to encourage to join. So a
So by
letter is
that, you
good.
mean it's a kind of like a sales call? Is that what you mean, or?
Exactly, loitering, no, soliciting. It's pure, raw,
Okay.
unrepentant solicitation. But it's the kind of thing that, you invite people and you put a face on it and you explain that it's not only a tour of your neighborhood, but, you get to gossip about your neighbor. No, you will learn about what we're about and, the history of the area, and to put, kind of a personal invitation to it. And I think that would help, promote the So, and I'd be willing to do it.
Do we go out as a group together, kind of?
Yeah, teams, in black and white, dress, like formal wear with,
When people come to the highway.
Clipboards.
People make notes and say, look, people are coming.
Yeah, pamphlets, we'd have the pamphlets. We would be,
No, I think,
I don't know,
yeah,
it's just
no.
an idea.
Yeah.
But the main thing,
It depends where, where we plan the next one, what area, but I agree.
Focus on promotion.
Try to get more.
focus on invitations and promotion, attendance. But, yeah, you can't beat that whole, coordination with the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim LaBoutier may be more amenable to that kind of thing in the future. I am anticipating that he may become president.
Okay.
And he has, some interesting new perspectives on where to take the museum and how to make it more
Okay.
interactive and, how shall we say, robust.
Good.
How many people came to the,
There weren't that, what did we have, 12?
Oh, you got Chelsea.
How many people?
Raining on Sunday, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was still, I think everyone showed up.
Yeah, everybody came.
We had about,
12.
12. I mean, we certainly didn't have as many people, and I think a lot of that has to do with the publicity. And-
right,
And if there is an
a lot of people
event,
didn't know about it.
yeah,
I didn't know about it.
yeah,
That's the only reason I say it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we might also, whenever we do one of these, send letters to all of the district members, not just that area.
Yeah, like Lovely Street
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
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 I think we did that the
Street.
first one we did,
Yeah.
of, Farmington Avenue.
Mhm. Maybe not knock on their doors, but
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
the letter would be out there.
Yeah.
That's where we went into a couple homes.
yeah, well, that would be nice, but they
That's
had
right.
to invite us.
Right.
Yeah.
Jack and, his partner invited us onto their property. That was exceptional. My group was excited.
Oh, nice.
Hear somebody else talk.
Yeah, I do want to deposit one more idea, and Kelly, I can't remember if you came up with this during the weekend or if Amy did, but the idea was to have a reception for people about the historic district and what it means to put your home in the district and so on and so forth. And we had done that once many years ago. Bob, I think you and I were on the commission when we did this, and we had a pretty good showing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another idea. I just wanted to deposit that.
Where did you hold it?
We held it at the museum. Yeah,
At the museum, okay.
yeah.
You know what I was wondering, and I don't have, I could figure out someone to talk to, but I know you've been at the museum, not the museum, the library a lot, Barbara. But maybe there's a way we could do something with the library. Like they could do a promotion of the town with book, everyone has the Unionville book, the Farmington book, whatever, but maybe there's a way to even host the talk there as something different. And if we could advertise something at the library, they send out weekly
rooms.
They have,
Yes.
there's just a lot of foot traffic is my point.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Kelly. Yeah, that's a great idea.
And we have talked about a similar idea with Matt about trying to incorporate the high school and some kind of academic portion of it with the history program or architecture. I don't know if they have any architecture courses it could be art. It could be part of the art department. Anyway, to maybe have these volunteers, interns, and kids, students who could actually lead a tour or
Yeah,
do some
yeah.
research and,
Mhm.
and participate in a way to incorporate. But, I mean, it may mean that we'd have to change some tour dates to during a school year. I forget what Matt, they plan 2 years ahead or something.
Yeah,
And you can't
yeah.
just throw this
Right,
as a
right.
whimsical idea, spontaneously, but you have to plan about
The
it.
history department and the art department now and say,
Right.
is that something we could do in the
Right.
future?
Right.
Well, next
Yeah.
year is
That's a good idea. So
70th
start those
year of
conversations now.
the flood.
It's like incorporating the library, it's like incorporating the museum. You're
Right.
trying to integrate our commission with, the town in a better, more educational way, informative way.
Mhm.
Because we gotta start portraying ourselves as a resource, not as a committee that says no all the time.
Yeah,
Now, the only thing with,
Never say no. I know, but people think we say no, that's the whole thing.
I know.
Just so,
But now we
are
just found
reluctant
out-
to give up, a part of their control of their property. They have such a misconception about how harsh or restrictive,
Yeah,
this
that's
commission
true.
can be.
Mhm.
It's like whenever I try to drop
Yeah,
my resume or connections and, talk shop with neighbors. I'm working on Sherry Horton's house right now, and her neighbor, the brother and sister that are inheriting Bill Simon's house, number 79, the 3-story monster. We've invited him. Oh, this is news, Lisa, that,
Yeah.
John can't make the November meeting. He has a
Okay.
conflict. So he and his sister inherited 79 Lovely, the Hitchcock house.
Yeah.
And, but we got him to really, at that point of convincing his sister, he's mainly the one local and in trust, that he could make the decision to register the house before it goes on the market. Anyway, so he is open to joining us December or January next year. He's not in a big rush. We don't need to full court press him or anything, we kind of got
join
him.
us for a meeting.
Yes, because it's a fact-finding thing, that he's curious about the process.
Do we really know any more about the insurance?
That's something we need to know to prepare to
Right.
I never heard that.
Harbor Preservation Alliance, I think they have looked at ways to combat that.
But there's so many modern alternatives to make the material look like the original material from the sidewalk.
And there's
they're
different
not crazy
insurers,
expensive.
there's also like no shopping for insurance,
Are they trying to put this rate at trying to replace with original material, all wood?
I think-
That's
I
what's
think so.
expensive.
And
But it's not necessarily needed.
Studying,
right.
I know, Lisa knows, Mary Falvey, who's the head of the Hartford Preservation Alliance. She's run into that too in Hartford. And, I think, I'll ask her, because I think she has, I didn't know how to combat that. So that-
No, and I certainly
so
don't, but
I'll look into
you
that,
have a
because I
historic
think that's
district house.
interesting.
Yes,
Have you been to any
yes, a window replacement,
insurance company?
not at all, no.
No, we don't, neither.
No?
No.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Not at all.
I think we sent.
I mean, insurance has gone up, period, but,
Yeah.
I guess check with the state as well, because I'm sure if that's,
These are the kind of answers we need to know to
Yes.
recruit and inform people.
Never.
Right.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, because John's the kind of guy who's gonna ask that.
it could just
Yep.
be that insurance agent. I mean, I don't know how many different insurance companies they went to.
And Lisa,
Well,
Sherry said her neighbor's across the street in the brick house at the corner of Sylvan,
Yes,
directly across from her.
yes,
I don't know what to call it, colonial revival.
it is
Yeah.
colonial revival.
They may be interested in joining the same meeting.
Great,
Okay.
great.
Well, isn't it better to get a
Great.
couple it's not efficient to register one at a time?
Well, we're not registering at the moment, we're just, we're courting
Trying
them.
to get people in.
We're,
That's what we did with ours. There were some people up on the other end of 177, and a couple others, so there were like 3 or 4, I think.
Was there wine?
There's always wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember to knock on his door when I, always wine.
Jack, what's your neighbor's name at 142 to your left? Hart Nettleton House, Ardillo.
They were the ones,
Oh, yeah, that.
well, they were the ones that went through the process and then pulled out.
Yeah, they
Did
backed
they?
out at the last minute, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Jack.
And they
That's a nice
spent a
There are
fortune on that house. There'd be nothing.
They've done a wonderful job.
Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
fabulous, it's fabulous.
And
Um,
and he knows the history.
Yeah.
I mean, he tells stories and, I'd love to get him recorded because he knows so much. And he was even telling us that, they're doing, some renovations inside and that as they pull back the old paint and wallpaper, trying to find out what the original may have looked like and then trying to find something that might match it. I'm thinking, wow, why don't you want to be in the district?
Yeah, it was surprising to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here, I'll just leave while you
I
guys.
didn't really get an answer from him why not. We were on the tour at that time, but he was really enthused about talking to everyone on the tour about his house. Yeah.
Yes, and okay.
I think,
Yeah.
would the Demings do it? I don't know. I think they might.
No, the Demings, they won't do it. They've been very clear about that, unfortunately, but, still, yeah. Yeah. There are lots of other houses in,
Yeah.
Unionville, lots of other houses, actually.
We need a district on Lovely Street. We need our own
I
district.
know, one more house.
Lovely Heights.
Lovely Heights.
Welcome to Lovely Heights.
That's
What they used
right.
to call it.
Yeah.
That's right, Lovely Heights.
Retro.
Years ago, a little girl came to our office. Our office was at 182 Main Street, in the Stone House, and they were making a monument for Lovely Heights. They wanted, and I helped them, couldn't do the drawing, and nothing ever came of it, but I
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh.
That's very cool. And do you know where they were gonna put it, Jack?
I think they were to do it near the intersection, probably near the phone company building, I imagine.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that idea. Why not? Why
I think it
not?
should be in Lisa's front yard. I mean, it's at the apex, the zenith
No, there
of
was
the
another, there
hall.
was another name for Lovely Street, which was I can't recall. It had something to do with gardens. There was some sort of competition.
Sanford Alley.
Sanford Alley? Oh.
I'm joking.
Oh,
Big
okay,
barn.
okay, now we're
Their barn's
romancing
still there.
history, okay,
Well,
got
that
it.
is still there.
That's
They're
fun.
trying to fix it up again.
Huh.
No.
All right, so it sounds like we need to have an agenda item, which would be recruitment for the year. What if we planned recruitment for a whole year? Wouldn't that be great?
Sure.
Yeah,
Time.
Yep.
got a lot of ideas right here. All right, recruitment. Right. Let's
Lisa, I
see,
just have one thing before we adjourn the meeting.
please.
At the town council meeting this week, the Farmington Historic District formed a new study committee to add One Mountain Spring to the Farmington Historic District, because it's currently owned by the Farmington Historical Society. At the same time, there is currently a special permit application with the Town Plan and Zoning Commission for 729 Farmington Avenue, which is that big, beautiful house up on the hill.
Yeah.
And the Historical Society is gonna be purchasing that and turning that into the Historical Society Museum.
Oh,
Wow.
that would be great.
So they got a permit in with the Planning and Zoning Commission to turn,
This
to
is,
use
I'm
that.
on the board,
Yeah.
and we've had a lot of fun with it.
Big
Great.
deal.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's a huge deal, huge deal.
They're gonna add,
It's fun to go in it.
they're gonna add One Mountain Springs to the historic district and then move everything.
That's
I
great.
think the plan is to eventually sell it.
Yeah,
one.
that's
I think
great.
Yeah, I think they want that,
Yeah.
they want that option to sell it.
Yeah.
Because they get good rent for it.
Yeah.
Too, so.
So, and then they'll take over, that building and
And what address is that again?
729 New Britain, Farmington Avenue. It's right as you come around the hook on Route 4.
Uh-huh.
It's up on the hill.
You miss the driveway, but you
Yeah,
can't miss the
you
house.
usually miss it.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the house, the driveway,
Behind the driveway.
yeah, the driveway's actually been moved. So it's right next to the Berkshire Bank,
Yeah,
exit, is where the driveway is. And
Yeah.
the state did some realignment here and.
I always thought that was part of the Hillstead.
No.
No, no. But there's a trail that goes onto the Hillstead property.
Out of town,
There.
it was bought by.
Live well, it was gonna be an
Foundation.
Alzheimer's center.
Yeah, it's Alzheimer's Resource Center is what it's called.
There was a long,
They were-
before
they-
Livewell bought it, there was, the guy that owned, see, I'm such a chatterbox, you should leave. But, there's the guy that owns Brickwalk Lane had an option, and he was designing, condos. He was leaving the house, but he was gonna fill the property with condominiums.
Right, that's right.
And that went through, started to go through, planning and zoning, and then I don't know what happened, but he.
No, it
Whoever would have
didn't.
loved it.
Yeah, it was purchased by a young family, yeah. Yeah, it's such an interesting, I mean, for the Historical Society, they will now have space to have collection storage, which they do not have now, and so this is going to fulfill a lot of their needs, and I love the fact that it's at the entrance to town, so that
Yeah,
something
right.
history can be, for visitors at least, prominent, and I think it'll take a few years, but I think the Historical Society will get there. So it's very exciting.
From the other side of the road.
You have to turn.
Yeah,
You can
well,
either turn in,
The light is
turn down
off.
Main and up High Street.
It's not the absolute end of the world like it used to be.
Yeah, oh,
No, when I left,
sharp.
I went and got on the highway.
Yeah.
It's just easier.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, maybe there could be a turn lane there too. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
What about the
There's a way to get to it from the back.
What about the property across the street?
The
triangle.
Park.
Property.
Oh, the park
You're gonna
property?
keep it an open space?
Yeah, that's a whole issue with the state and,
Yeah,
there's a lot of internal discussions between the town and the state, and there's all these restrictions the state wants to put on. I think the original plan
The
was the
Society
historical
wanted
society
to move
was supposed to
the,
move there, and they've got some old barns and storage.
Yeah, the house, they have the house that
The house.
was where the Berkshire
Right.
Bank is.
right.
Yeah,
Storage, and they were gonna move that, and in fact, we were working on it.
literally moved to move it
Move
across.
it and add like a museum to it.
Right.
It turned out that it got to be so cumbersome.
And it's mainly,
Yeah.
This house.
yeah,
is maybe
and
more-
it's mainly the state is the,
Yeah.
is the issue, is part of
Yeah,
transportation is the
they
issue
would
there.
never, agree to, sell it. And
Right,
so-
and
The
or
Historical
if
Society
they,
would have done all this work and
Right.
put money in there, and they really just wanted access through there, but the state would not, the state wasn't gonna sell it, they would only
But the
lease
state
it.
has no plans for it either.
No one has any plans for it.
I'm always,
Why would the state?
I'm always in dread that they're
they
gonna
purchased the
put
property
a
when they,
salt thing there.
well, yeah, they purchased the property, to realign
Yeah,
Route 4,
And do
and
the,
that was the goal line, because it was right up on the road. It was a while ago, I remember as a kid.
Yeah, I remember it, yeah.
Barbara, that's where the tunnel goes.
A couple more lanes.
That's where the tunnel goes.
I'm
Under the river.
Such a bottleneck.
And you miss the whole center of
I'm
Farmington.
just curious why they still want it, like, why would they?
Right.
Oh, they were talking
Didn't you
about
hear that?
Yeah, right.
That story a long
work
time
well.
ago?
because they want it, they just.
Oh, it helps traffic. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
To deal with.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that
Okay.
Hillstead would allow any kind of access to the, museum, new museum,
Talk to,
Historic Society property?
Yeah, I think that that's a viable request, and I think that was on the plate before with, I've forgotten the name of the Live Well property. That was, so yes. Which is
That
great.
would make sense.
Yeah, it would make a
I don't
lot.
remember the date, I think it's the November.
Yeah, if you
Town
want
plan
to
zoning
see,
session.
there's still pictures up on Zillow, if you look up 729, is it 729? Yeah. Farmington Avenue, Farmington, there's still a lot of pictures from when it was for sale.
It's an amazing building.
It really is.
Want to
Yeah.
go in it?
The view is nice.
Pretty good shape, there's some issues with the roof, it's a slate roof, gutters, some masonry issues, so we're working on trying to get, like we were talking before, it's hard to get anybody to do anything.
Is there anything in there now?
No.
So, like an abandoned property, there are gonna be
Well,
issues.
they kept it up, it's not totally nice, and they had stuff, they were planning to do, do you know what they were planning to do, some sort of, center or something?
Yeah,
Alzheimer's.
for Alzheimer's Center, yeah.
Yeah, but they never ended up using it, they ended up building a new building in Southington instead, so.
Yeah,
The Unionville Museum is having the same problem for storage archive.
yeah,
Pretty sad right now.
Right, no, they don't
Yeah.
have much space.
yeah. It's an issue, I think,
And they lost the battle to the fire department for the annex building.
Oh, that's right. we-
Oh, you're
The
kidding.
heroes did all
yeah,
Oh, that's too bad.
the
yeah.
swag.
Well, let's see what happens, things happen. All right, good. A lot of good things. Thank you, Garrett. That's wonderful news. Very good.
Pricing.
Hmm?
Do they have to move everything out of the annex?
They will.
Oh, God,
They will.
where?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
By the pool, it's not big enough.
Maybe John Simon's house. We could buy that as a historic commission. John actually asked me that. He goes, would you guys be interested in buying the house? I really want it to be, preserved and kept.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh, I wish.
no, that's not in our budget, no.
I said, we're working on banners. We have to buy banners first.
Yeah, we don't know.
We need
have-
banners, before.
Oh, price.
Oh,
All right.
not yet, not yet. He said he'd give me a deal. Us a deal.
Yeah.
A deal.
Sure.
Have you ever been in that house, Lisa? I've never been in it.
It's
I
beautiful.
have, yeah. You mean the Simon's house? Yeah, it's
He never did
it's
anything.
stunning. It's just stunning. And I don't think it's been, Sherry has said that they have not changed it over the years. It's got incredibly dark,
Oh,
woodwork, rounded, doorways, a beautiful staircase. It's got 3 floors. It's got an attic, a livable
2
attic.
fireplaces in the first floor.
Yeah,
It'd be
it's
a
really,
bed and
it's
breakfast.
really a lovely building.
Mostly worked on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't do your addition, Jack, just buy that house.
Can you imagine
All right.
pulling out of that driveway though every day? A double blind. You have a blind hill north,
You're
and
killing
you've got a
it.
blind
Yeah,
hill
that's true.
south.
That's true.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like,
we're trying to talk them into buying it. You're
It's
talking it
horrifying.
down.
I would, I'm having trouble pulling out of Sherry's driveway. I'm working on her barn right now.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
It's
tough
brutal.
one.
Our driveway's,
Yep, it's a tough road.
You're on the
Sure
plateau.
is.
yeah. Even though Denise's next door is a little closer to the hill, it's a little scary.
I have trouble making the turn onto Route 4 from Lovely Street, period.
You're not the only one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
That the lighting, the
no arrow.
lights need to be different
Are they
when,
putting an arrow at, Huckleberry Hill? Is that what they're doing?
Good.
They're replacing the lights.
Oh, I thought they were putting an arrow, left turn arrow there.
No, I think they're just replacing the light. I don't think so.
Why would they replace the lights and not change them?
The lights don't last forever, and they're moving it from being on the wires to the big mast arm, but that mast arm's been there for like
Oh.
3 or 4 months.
It's gonna be a little higher so you can see it farther away.
Well, the problem is the wires are so low there.
Yeah.
They can't read the wires,
Right.
like power lines. They had to go lower
yeah,
with the,
that's a bit.
but at least they're not the huge ones that are on the Berlin Turnpike.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah,
assume they were.
we're just a little village after all.
If you're on Lovely Street, if you're coming from the west, you can't really turn left at Route 4, so we always go up that way, right, Orchard. That's a turn. I don't know if traffic, solutions are on your agenda tonight.
No.
No,
Not today.
no.
No.
Bring back the rotary.
We don't have to
and,
deal
Yeah,
with
well,
traffic.
they're
Just-
putting in
yeah.
rotaries all over the place.
All right,
They're better.
and on that subject, maybe we should close the meeting. What do you think?
Yes, let's close the meeting.
All right, can I entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I move we adjourn.
Thank you. A second?
I second.
Thank you. All in
Steve.
favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay.